The real question is, how prepared are you for death? If it came tomorrow, someone asked the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, O Messenger of Allah, Mata sa'a, when is the hour of judgment? And the Prophet could have answered, only Allah knows. Allahu alam. And that would be the right answer. But the Prophet chose in this instance to answer another way. He said, Ma'addata laha. What did you prepare for it? Are you prepared for death? Why is death important? Because death is that defining moment when something happens. إِذَا مَاتَ الْإِنسَانُ إِنْقَطَعَ عَمَلُهُ إِلَّا مِنْ ثَلَاثٍ, said the Messenger of Allah, because when a person dies, his works is cut off. The beautiful thing about you, I looked at this convention, this convention, and do you know that while we at the Regency Hotel, the other people there, did you see them? Do you know why they're there? I asked them. I've been speaking to them. Yes, I talked to them. Because I'm a da'i. I'm a what? I'm a da'i. I believe in giving da'wah, to invite people to Islam. So while we're looking at the Muslims in this conference, I'm also looking at the non-Muslims. It's a family reunion. This is one big Richardson family. But look at the difference. I watch you in the morning, and I learned this from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to start watching people. Next time you go to the airport, today or tomorrow, how many of you are flying back home? I want you to do this, inshallah, right? I want you to go to the airport, and I want you to sit there. I want you to go early. Don't go late. And I want you to sit there, and I want you to watch the people. Watch their eyes. And tell me if you can tell all the people who are late for their flight. You watch the people late for the flight. Look at their eyes. And they're walking, and they're running, and you can see, right? Because you know, it's this sense of urgency. They're late and trying to get the flight, and they're going like this, and all the signs are there. And you know, subhanAllah, I was watching the Muslims, Fajr, and you see them coming out of their rooms, coming everywhere. No matter what we're doing, we don't forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Isn't that something? No matter what we're doing. And everything we do is defined by Allah, even our entertainment. We have some young brothers here who are tennis players. Where are they? Two great tennis players. Where are they? I know they were here. You know what I like to see? These brothers, where are they? May become great tennis players one day. They're very good right now, by the way. You're going to hear about them, inshallah. But know what I want to see? And I didn't tell them this. I want to see them ranked 1 and 2 in the world. And I want to see them go to Wimbledon, right? And guess what? I want a new uniform. Yeah. I want a new uniform that says I'm a Muslim. I play tennis, I play basketball, but I'm a Muslim. And wouldn't that be something? And because that would be so much da'wah. Rank #1 in the world and have long pants on, subhanAllah. Are you prepared for death? How many of you have moved from your house or home in the last 5 years? Raise your hand. Look around. Look at this. How many intend to move in the future? How many intend to buy a house? Isn't that something? You plan to buy a house, this is good. But guess what? What about that house that all of us will live in the neighborhood called the graveyard? How many thought about that house? Since you will die, I don't mean for you to raise your hand. Since you will die, and it is inevitable that you'll die, And no one has escaped death. And since the last 20 years, 1 billion people have died. And since 50 million people die a year, and since 3 people die every 2 seconds, then why not prepare for the next home before the hereafter, and that is the grave. The blessing that you have right now, in my conclusion, is that every one of you, I don't care whatever the level of your practice, the great gift that you have right now is the gift of life and a chance and a hope. Because, brothers and sisters, when that moment comes, the moment of death, we cannot delay it. And we would wish, every one of us, to get more time to do what? To do more work. And we would be so happy. And we would remember every morning we got up to make Fajr prayer. Every day we fasted for Allah. We would remember that. Everything that we did for Allah. Every time we stayed away from the haram. When you were tested, young brothers, in school, and you were in school and you were tested by drugs and tested by women, as Prophet Yusuf was tested by a woman. And every time you stayed away from it, you refrained from it, you will be happy because you get a reward and a blessing from Allah. Don't gamble and think about the hereafter. I close with this. And so the Prophet asked the question, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what did you prepare for death? Soon, someone will be carrying you. Look at you this morning, you got up, you washed yourself. You took for granted, you took a bath, you had a shower. You took that for granted. Soon, you won't be able to wash your own self. Some Muslim has to wash your body and carry your body. I ask you, how many people do you think will attend your janazah? It's an important question. 2 people? 5 people? 100 people? Because the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that anyone who 100 people attend their janazah praying for the intercession, asking for Allah's forgiveness, Allah will accept their intercession. How many people would attend your janazah, your funeral? Are you prepared for death? How to be prepared for death? Only one way. Don't gamble. Live the best life you can live. Because think about it. Your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, they, if they're good Muslims, will go to the grave with you. And then they will leave you there. And I don't care how much your mother and father loved you, or your children loved you, or your friends loved you, or your imam loved you. They will leave you down there in that grave, and they will walk away, and you will hear their footsteps as they walk away. And you'll be in there by yourself. Are you prepared for that? Well, the best way to be prepared for that, for death, is to live life the best way you can.